Man, good morning, people. Or afternoon. Oh, sorry. For many will come in his name, claiming he's the Christ, and lead many astray. Holy shit. I mean, pardon my language, Lord, but man, who would have thought the prophecy would have been starting to fulfill right now? I mean, you got people claiming to be the Christ himself, leading people astray. It's crazy. I mean, that picture with Donald Trump as depicting himself as Jesus. Wow. That just tops the cake for me, man. As far as prophecy unfolded, yes. Everything the man said is coming to fruition. That many will come in his name, claiming they're the Christ, and lead many astray. Then on top of that, you hear of wars and rumors of wars. And then nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Then you'll hear of famines, pestilences. Everyone will hurt one another and betray one another. Then there'll be a great falling away. Wow. Everything that he's saying is coming to fruition, you guys. You know, and back then, I never used to be a believer. But at the same time, I didn't completely eject the idea. You know what I mean? Because the Lord was taught very loosely in my education and indoctrination. And I know they were really trying to do away with that in Western culture and Western society. But man, now that it's unfolding right in front of our faces, I don't even want to swear in this video. I want to try and keep it light for the Lord. But man, that is insane. I mean, and I'm expecting that we're going to see a lot more of this phenomena go on. People who claim they're the Christ and leading many, many astray. That's why I'm saying, y'all, wake up now. Get right with the Christ. He exists. He's real. He's real. You know, everyone can sit there and say, oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. 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 I mean, think about it. What happens when you sin of any form? You lose. You lose. And who's the biggest loser of all? Lucifer. He's the biggest loser. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta put two and two together, man. The way this life works, it's not just some, check-in lounge where you could clock in and clock out. No, you get analyzed. You get judged based on what you do here. And it's not just one-way street. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, prophecy is fulfilling right in front of our faces. And nobody sees it. No, I guarantee you. Yeah, the select few that are awake, Christ's elect, they see it. But everybody else don't. They don't. And that is huge. And that focuses me to open up my eyes even more now. More so than I did before. Honestly. I don't care if it costs my life. I don't care if it costs my very physical fucking... Oh, I just cursed. I don't care if it costs my being. You know what I mean? You gotta pay attention to it now. Prophecy is fulfilling right in front of our faces. And it's just insane. It's insane. You know what I mean? And Jesus Christ of Nazareth, he's very forgiving. You know what I mean? But the one thing that he won't forgive is blasphemous behavior. That's one thing that's non-forgivable, non-redeemable, non-negotiable. And I understand it. It's kind of like a slap to the face. I wouldn't want that. Especially an eternal one. That would make anybody go ballistic. So don't be surprised when JC himself comes down, crashing down, playing one heck of a song that you never heard before. Don't be surprised, man. I sure as heck won't. We are in the last days. We are in the last days. Then everybody could sit there. Oh, this has been going on for thousands of years. This has been going on for thousands of years. Yeah. 1,000 of years to the Christ, to the Lord himself, is a day. Okay? And now if you haven't been following around, let me refresh your brains. Alright? So, Christ, he operated within 30 AD, right? And then thousands of years passed, right? After when they killed him. And that was a day for him. So then it ended up into 1030 AD, right? Then another thousands of years is going to pass, right? Will lead us into 2030, okay? So that's another day for the Christ. But guess what? He rose early. He rose at 3 a.m. Do you know what that means? That means he's going to come very soon. He's at the door. He's knocking, baby. People don't see that. He's coming. He's coming. And I always felt this when for the longest time, I always knew there was going to be some sort of final factor of this existence. Whether it be my death, personally, or just something so cosmic, so eternal, so multi-dimensional, so celestial. We're talking about the real deal here, man. The real deal Holyfield. Remember when people used to say that? This is it. And I know it may sound crazy, but man, people forget that 1,000 years is a day to the Christ. Okay? And that was a big wake-up call for me, man. Because time is everything. Time is money, baby. And time is happening. You know, and people can sit there and believe or believe not. Go ahead. But Christ said himself, harden not your heart. You know what I mean? So all my life, I've been stomped on, kicked to the curb, treated like trash, discarded, had so many reasons to not believe in society. Even tried to mutilate myself. But then that's when the Christ found me. And I found true divinity, true alignment. And something did die in me that day. Something did die. The part of me that sinned. The part of me that was prideful. The part of me that cared too much about the wrong things. You know what I mean? Something woke up in me after that. Something woke up, you can say, as it were. Because pride doesn't live forever. Pride dies. Pride is the biggest loser in your head. And that's Lucifer. He's the biggest loser. He's the biggest. Oh man, I was about to drop the biggest F-bomb that I could. Cause me, I don't like the devil. Me personally, I don't like him. I'd rather be down there. I'd rather bully him. You know what? I'd rather go down there and bully him. Because you know why? I know he ain't nothing. He's nothing. He talks a big game, but it's a game that the Christ made. It's a game that the Lord designed. Alright? He's just a little soccer ball in the field, being kicked around. Because it's a fun game. He's nothing. Nothing. I love it. I love standing up to the face of evil. And kicking it to the fucking curb, man. I love it. It's what we're called to do. It's what we are called to do. Christ made us in his image. Remember that saying, refined silver? So much so that you could see yourself in it, right? That's when you know it's heated up. Same thing with the Christ. He refines you. So much so that you could see himself in you. You know what I mean? Hopefully this video wakes somebody up. You know what I mean? I believe it will. I believe it will reach somebody and they'll look at it and they'll be like, wow. You know what I mean? Because me, I was a non-believer. But there's so many reasons to be eternal in this life instead of physical. So that's why you gotta believe. Because this world is more than just the physical. It's more than the physical. And you're a part of that. And that is something bigger than you can't even fathom. You can't even fathom. I'm telling you that. So get right with the Christ. Get right with the Lord. Right? Naturally. Get right. I think that's like the main person I always wanted to meet. Like, if I could make anything happen, I think it would be the Christ. It'd be the Christ, honestly. Because you know why? Like, this man, he's the truth. He's the way, he's the life. Nothing enters but through him. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means everything. Everything that you could possibly think of in your life. I would shout it from the rooftops at this point. Because me, I was so wrong about this world. I was so wrong. And that's okay. I'm supposed to be wrong. Because you know why? He was all right. He was all right. He paved the road for us. He paved the road. Okay? He went in there and he paid it in blood. He said it's been finished. I love that. I love it. The Alpha and Omega, baby. God, it gets me hype. Because you know why? I've suffered in this world for so long. I've sinned in this world for so long. And the fact that the Christ gets to come down and take his church. I love it. I love it. Not even the best rave party in the world can keep me away from that. In Jesus Lord's name, I pray. Amen. I'm serious. Like this is the OG, folks. This is the Alpha, the Omega, the big leagues. The big leagues. Oh, let me just sin. Let me enjoy. Nope, you don't get that. This is the big leagues, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I had to swear for that one. Come on. This guy is gonna rule the world. And nothing can stop him. Nothing. That's the power I've been missing in my life, man. That's it. I love it. I love it. The more that this stuff happens, the more that prophecy fulfills, the more that we are one step to salvation. All right? The oppressed get saved. The oppressed get saved. The hurting, the suffered, the miserable, the rejected. We all get saved. I love it. Call me a fucking mental case. I don't care. I love it. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Hopefully this video gets you hyped, man. The goddamn Christ. Oh, man. Just the idea of getting out of this world makes me happy. And to not have to kill myself to do it. That's even more of a salvation. Be thankful. Be grateful for that. Be grateful that your time here is limited and that the Christ controls it. Be thankful. That's a sentiment that I'd die for any day. And now prophecy is getting fulfilled. Now we got imbeciles claiming they're the Christ. And they're going to lead many astray. They'll lead many astray. And that kind of pisses me off. It pisses me off. Because you know why? The fact that there's dirt that exists in this world. The fact that there's disgust that exists in this world. Like that. Makes me so much happy. There is a Christ. That there is a Christ. That there is a man that paid it in full for you. Who paid it in full for me. Don't take advantage of that. Be grateful for that. Because honestly, that's your savior. That's your true Superman in the sky. That's your man in the sky. Right there. You know, when I was a kid, I used to love superheroes. I used to love Superman. I used to love Captain America. You know, the Star-Spangled Man with a plan. That's Jesus. That is Jesus. And he's got a plan. For you, for me, for everybody. You know, why we celebrate Christmas? Don't celebrate Christmas if you don't care about the Christ. Don't even do it. That's why half of these greedy bastards don't get shit for Christmas. Pardon my language again. I don't know. I'm going to fail in this video with holding back the swears. But you know what? I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. I'm very dirty. And I need to be cleansed. In the celestial shower, that's the judgment day. I need it. I need it. I don't want it. I need it. Man, how could you not? The salvation of it all. The refuge of it all. From this hell. This hellhole. This misery. How could somebody be so riveted in this terrible world to not want salvation and true liberation from this disgust? You know what I mean? I sit there and I think about that, man. And you know what? Maybe we all deserve to go to hell. But you gotta believe. Even if I did go into the eternal pit of fire, I would still believe. It says the pit of fire, you'll see the gnashing of teeth and the weeping of tears, which describes two people. You're either angry at the Christ for putting you there because you were rightfully judged, or you're sad and you're a weeper because you've accepted your fate and you realize what you've done. That's been me. I'll be a weeper down there if I were to ever go. But I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm like coal being pushed under pressure, and I didn't become a diamond. I don't know if I will. That's perfection. And the only one perfect is Jesus Christ. And he paid for it. He paid for it so we could. Without him, none of this works. None of it. None of it, man. I'm so, my enthusiasm for the Christ is beyond my physicality at this point. It's beyond. And when he comes for his church, which I know he will, it's going to be like the most marvelous thing that you can ever fathom. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you, people. The OG. The first and the last. The Alpha and Omega. The beginning and the end. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. Man. Oh, it just gets you so hyped. The power of Christ, baby. Get with it. Know it. Rub your face in it. That's better than any day that you will have on earth.